Hello. I'm hoping we're live. I'm always hoping we're live, and I'm never quite sure, and I apologize for starting a little late. Being the techno peasant I am, there were some technical difficulties. My name is Jessica Hentoff, Jessica the Circus Lady, and this is Circus Harmony's Up in the Air live stream on the City Museum Facebook page. So while we're waiting for some people to join, I thought I'd show you a video that I actually did for United Palace of Spiritual Arts, but the reason I'm showing you the video is because it talks a lot about why I do what I do and why we do what we do at Circus Harmony. So if I can figure out how to share my screen, and if I can get to the right place, which is always a question, please enjoy this informative video while we wait for more people to log in. I believe in the Jewish concept of tikkun olam, that when the world was created, it was shattered into a million pieces, and it's our responsibility as humans to glue it back together, using whatever glue we can. Some people use medicine or music. Some use writing. I use circus. I'm the director of a social circus school, where we say that circus teaches the art of life. All the lessons we need to get us through these current challenging times, you learn at the circus. In the circus, you need to keep your balance, be strong, be flexible, and you need to support each other and work together. A lot of people use the word circus as a pejorative. This place is a circus. I wish every place were like a circus, where people from anywhere and everywhere would come together and create something incredible. And that's what we tell our students, that it doesn't matter where you're from, your race, your religion, what school you go to, what your parents do if you even have parents. What matters is what you bring to the ring. When you're working on a trick like a human pyramid, if it's failing, you don't turn and blame the people you're working with. You look to see how you can fix it so that you can stand on each other's shoulders, because that way you all stand taller. Another great circus analogy is when you're walking a tightrope. If you start to lose your balance, you don't stay in one place and fight to keep it. You take the next step. Taking the next step is the best way to restore your balance. And even right now, when it seems like the rope keeps getting extended in front of us, if we keep moving forward, we will get to the other side. In the circus, when you concentrate on what connects you instead of what divides you, you can create something amazing. And that goes for life. So if you take all those circus lessons about balance, strength, flexibility, and working together, we can make it through anything and everything and build a really wonderful world. My name is Jessica Hentoff, and this is my view from the heights. Oh dear. That's what I mean about the techno peasantry, because now I have to go back and turn that off.
A beautiful concept.
Oh dear.
Called being an essence.
Okay. Sorry about that. So that's what I believe. That's what we practice at Circus Harmony. We hope that you've seen us in our ring at City Museum. Currently, we're not performing in the ring, but City Museum is open. Check their website for the hours, citymuseum.org. And the roof is open, so you have to go to the roof. And there's pumpkin chunking. Yes, they're throwing pumpkins off the roof, but it's one day only, so visit the website, citymuseum.org. And you've got to go to Pinball Hall. The Architectural Hall is now a vast maze of pinball machines. So check that all out. When you do buy your City Museum tickets, you do them online. And if you use the promo code Go Harmony, like Circus Harmony, we'll get a small percentage of your ticket price. So what you might see in our circus ring, since we're not holding regular shows or classes, are private lessons, because we are doing private lessons there. We also continue to offer our lessons
via Zoom. We can bring the big top under your rooftop or your school or community center or pod or bubble. We have a wide variety of circus classes available, including circus science. And while the weather is warm, and we hope it stays warm for a long time, we're doing some live classes in Hudson Park in Ferguson. It's right off the highway on the Faux Valley Community College campus. So come to Juggling Club, come to Unicycle Club. All ages, all levels, all abilities, all props. Information is on the Circus Harmony website, circusharmony.org. But the most important thing in Circus Harmony land right now is that we are about to launch 2 special events unlike any we have ever done before, because we are in a time unlike any we have ever been in before. We are about to have our first online show, and my special guest is part of that show. I'm going to show you a little piece of video, like a teaser for his act. The show is called The Balancing Act, Walking the Pandemic Tightrope. And it gives you a pandemic perspective from some of our students and alumni as to how they are keeping their balance in this unbalanced time. Let me show you what I mean by showing you some of Will's act. So not that one, folks. Oh my goodness, this is where I need to be less of a techno peasant. So escape, did that work? Nope, you gotta stop the share. You gotta start over, you gotta go here. No, clearly that's not it. Oh, this will be really bad if I can't figure this out. Bear with me, not there. Oh, don't you love being able to see what people are doing? Oh, I got it. Yep. I love when I figure out a technology problem. Sorry this is taking so long. Here's some of Will Hickey's act from the upcoming show, The Balancing Act.
I've been going to protests since before I can remember. For my parents, it was cheaper than getting a babysitter, and they weren't just not going to protest. But there's something different about those memories and marching in the streets today, and I don't think I'm the only one who can feel it. Of course, we're all immobilized by the virus, but there's something else, something like a mix of just barely hanging on and being asked to perform at the highest level you ever have. I've been going to protests since before I can remember. For my parents, it was cheaper than getting a babysitter, and they weren't.
There we go. There we almost go. Techno peasant here, but let me bring in our daring young man who you just saw on the flying trapeze, Will Hickey. And we hope you'll tune into the full show to see Will's full act. Hi, thank you for joining us. I don't know if you were following along on Facebook, but I had some technical difficulties. You are not surprised.
Nope.
I have redeeming social value. I like to think so. And you have redeeming circus value. I don't know if you saw, they just saw a little excerpt from your trapeze act and heard a little bit of your perspective about the virus. I think of all the people who were just poised about to do something in their life, just go to college or just start a new job, or you were just poised to do a really major circus step. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I was kind of lined up to become an arch just in time for the summer.
And let's tell people what an arch is, because there's the St. Louis Arch, our landmark, and there are the St. Louis Arches, Circus Harmony youth circus troupe, the highest level of our students, and you were just about to become an arch.
Yeah. And so coming with that, Arch's performing troupe is performing in Circus Flora, and traveling to Puerto Rico was going to be this summer. Um, and I had kind of spent the whole second semester of this school year with that as a goal, not this school year, last school year, um, and just kind of reached it as everything was closing down. And then the first things I did as an arch were hear that everything was canceled. Um, so that was kind of a less than exciting
That's a
way to
lovely
start
way
being an
to say it.
arch.
That's exciting. Well, I will say you have persevered through
Thank
the
you.
pandemic, and you still have a little ways to go. And it's been really interesting to me how many of even our advanced students have learned new skills. I've seen you in handstand and contortion class making tremendous strides. I don't know if stride is the right word when you're bending over backwards and kissing your feet, but
Mhm. I I mean I was not expecting to either, but over the quarantine, like especially focusing on handstands because they're one of the things that you can do in a small space without a bunch of equipment. Um,
and your room where you take a lot of your classes is relatively small.
yes. So I've kicked my fair share of furniture, but for the most part, um, I've been able to like greatly improve my handstands and flexibility, and it's kind of crazy to think about how much more of a developed circus performer I am now than at the start of the quarantine,
And you're
considering,
juggling. Let's not leave out
yeah,
your juggling.
I am able to juggle clubs now, which was not on my radar at all before uh, quarantine.
And why did you choose
So,
circus in the first place? What drew you to circus class?
well, since I was like 6-ish years old, 8 years old, I had been doing gymnastics, which was just kind of like my ideal sport because you got to do flips on a bouncy floor and hang in the air. And I had a great time doing it. But uh, as my second year of high school started, my gymnastics program ended, which was um, unfortunate, but had been a long time coming, I think. Um,
And how did you
as
find us, Circus Harmony?
um, I think honestly, my mom Googled things to do in St. Louis, kind of like gymnastics or something. And
Mhm.
she said, like, hey, William, I found this thing where they have a circus that you can join. I think my immediate reaction was probably, no, thank you. Um, I will not be doing that. But um, eventually we just came to see a show um, that I think was Eliana's solo show and talked to her afterwards. Um,
And Eliana is one of our coaches, but she came up through our program.
uh, and um, talked about the classes and stuff, and I said I'd give it a try. And, I just kind of like being in the circus environment, I realized, hey, this is a lot like gymnastics. And
Well, I saw you in classes and I'm like, oh, this is a talented young man. And I kept saying, you want to do more? You want to do more? And you were always like, no, I'm good. Thanks. I'm busy. What,
uh-huh.
at what point did you decide to make this a goal?
Um, I think I saw everyone who was at this higher level in the arches, and the kind of like community they had and the infrastructure they had to like spend time at the museum working. And I realized like that was kind of what I wished my gymnastics program had been. And I also realized that, you know, there's not, like for me, I'm now a senior in high school, so there's not a whole lot of time to like wait around and kick rocks for the next big opportunity to come. Um, and I thought, like here I am at this circus. This is what I'm gonna choose to invest my time in, and might as well go all the way.
And we do say circus teaches the art of life, that while young people are learning to flip, fly, and fling, they learn life skills like focus, persistence, teamwork, and goal setting. And it was remarkable to me and the other coaches, once you set your sights on this goal, how quickly you actually focused on it and achieved it. So, bravo.
Yeah, I I mean, I don't know that I was expecting it either. But the especially when you were able to be at the museum in person, um, the circus environment is very like um, community based, and everybody else is encouraging you to reach that next step. And like if you say I want to be doing more, there is always more for you to do. And I think seeing that kind of environment was really exciting for me.
And I love how much peer mentoring happens. Like if you're working on juggling clubs, somebody will come over and go, "Hey, let's pass," for example. I'll teach you how to pass.
Mhm.
That's one of the things that I love about all of our students. Well, I'm really glad you're here. I'm glad you're in the show. In addition to your solo aerial act, you're in a number of the other acts. Then when I let you go, I'm going to show them the trailer, which gives a little taste of a lot of acts. So the show is this Saturday. It's free. It's free.
Mhm.
Have to go online to get their tickets. Anything else you would want to tell people that they might like when you heard circus? Can we just stop for a moment right here and say how frustrating, annoying, upsetting, and wrong it is that people keep comparing politics and certain people in politics to the circus, to the point that Van Jones on CNN actually made an official apology to circus people. Yes.
Oh, I had not heard that.
I'll send you the video clip, because circus is a place where people are focused and kind and helpful and coordinated, and they work together to the amazement and joy and triumph of the people. And mostly it's the organization, because when people say it's a circus, that's a circus, they mean it in a very pejorative way, and that's just not the truth. So just needed to say that. I keep saying it when people post it on Facebook. You all know who you are, because I've been correcting you. My brother thought I was the one who called Van Jones on CNN. That was not me, but thank you, whoever did it. But when you heard circus, what was your first thought when your mom said, "I found a circus"?
Um, I think my memory of circus was related to Circus Flora, because that was,
Who we work with, and that's
yeah, that was the circus that I had seen. And I remembered like the clowns and the
oh,
cotton
when you said
candy.
no thank you, was it because you're like, I'm not working up there in the air, or I'm not going to be a clown, or
I think I said I was originally kind of like stopping because I thought that, like tumbling was the only thing that I could really compare to gymnastics, and that's all that I wanted to do. But I saw kind of like the other aspects of circus while I was spending time at the museum, like the aerial stuff and contortion. And I was like, well, this isn't like Circus Flora where I was like, I don't want to be a clown and I don't want to um, stand in the hay in the middle of a
the
ring.
sawdust, which you were about to remember before the
Right.
quarantine, hopefully
Um,
still in 2021.
but I saw that kind of like there is a path to like doing tumbling and acrobatics or swinging around up in the air, um
Right,
because
because you took to trapeze very quickly. But I think we should say people are like, I don't want to do that. Oh, wait, that's what that is? Actually, I do want to do that.
mhm. And there's so much like variety of
Mhm.
disciplines that fall under the category of circus. I think that was one thing that I didn't realize that kind of like changed my perspective, because um like I thought, I don't want to learn to juggle, I don't want to learn to unicycle, those things don't sound fun to me. But I realized that I don't have to spend my life learning to juggle the best that I can. I can, learn the basic skills of juggling and maybe combine it with something else, or like fade in the background for a juggling act and then star in something else. And I think that, that flexibility
Uh,
that
I get it.
the circus offers is like really unique and special.
Thank you. You summed it up so well. I'm so glad that you decided to find out a little more about what you could do at the circus. And I'm excited for everyone to see the rest of the aerial act and the rest of the show. So I'm going to let you go. Or you're welcome to stay on while I try to show the trailer, the new trailer for the show. And then we always do Maple's trick of the day, which
Fun.
actually today has to do with juggling. So,
Oh.
yeah. Because I don't know if you saw on Facebook, there's a video of a man juggling for quokkas, which are these little Australian animals. And then they were very interested in it. So we're going to do Maple and juggling. So right now, thank you again for being here. You're welcome to leave because you have class in 35 minutes, actually.
Yep.
And see you at the circus.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
wishing you
you.
well. Thanks, Will.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, well, we're trying again. Let's see how quickly I can get to the right place. This is the trailer. Notice the beautiful poster by Bo Shoulders of New Scar Designs. Okay. Yep, and there we go. I already messed up.
My life has felt like it's uncontrollably spinning due to the arguing with people that don't believe Black Lives Matter.
So we're having time for introspection. So we take a break, which I'm so grateful for. But to see the people who normally have their heads screwed on straight, and the people that I look up to for guidance to be lost as well is really scary.
Even though this virus is a terrible thing, there have also been many positive things to come from this, being different for every person.
Uncertain times, what will happen to the world will it be the same?
So please tell everyone you know to go to circusharmony.org, get your free tickets. They are free to see the balancing act this Saturday at 7 p.m. But you have to register for those free tickets. Now, remember I said we're doing 2 events unlike any we've ever done. We are also going to attempt our first ever 24-hour fundraiser, where Circus Harmony is going to attempt to raise $60,000 in 24 hours, starting at 7 o'clock on Saturday until 7 o'clock on Sunday. Thanks to some very generous matching donors, anything you donate will be doubled. And really, anything helps. $10, $100, $1,000, $5,000 brings our circus science program to a school for a semester, but $10 could bring a kid to a class. So please tune into the balancing act. The fundraiser is our Step Right Up fundraiser. We'll be posting more about that as we get closer. And we hope you'll support the work of Circus Harmony and help us make it across this pandemic tightrope so that we are here for our current students and teaching artists and for our future flying children. And now, it's time for Maple's trick of the day. So we're going to do that awkward moment where we put the computer on the floor. Then the awkward moment where we make up Maple. Maple. Hello, Maple. Very, very much asleep. All right. So, Maple. Remember you saw the video of the quokkas watching juggling? Sit. Sit. Thank you very much. So, Maple watches juggling. She doesn't actually juggle herself, but could you get that for me? Could you get me the ball? But she's very helpful to have around. Could you get me the juggling ball, please? No, we're going to do that trick afterwards, but could you get me the juggling ball? As I was saying, if I drop a ball, can you pick it up? Thank you. On a good day, Maple is very helpful about bringing it back. Good girl, thank you so much. She's also helpful if I happen to be juggling clubs, although she's very scared of me juggling clubs. Could you get me that club? Yep. Come out of the tent, bring me the club, please. Don't say no. Pick up the club. Thank you so much. Bring me the club. Almost. Try again. Maple. Bring me the club. Pick it up. I would pick it up from the other side if it were me. There you go. Can you pick it up? Can you please pick up the club? This is a live Facebook thing. Thank you. Thank you. Yay, Miss Maple, pick up bow. So we just started work on a new trick. You're going to see it piece by piece. Could take months. Could take till the end of the pandemic. Hopefully not too long, but this is her new trick. Down. She started this trick literally today. We're going to teach her to wrap herself up in the blanket. So she has the blanket and she knows to lay down on the blanket. And literally, that was after 2 practices today. But now the hard part is grabbing the blanket and rolling it up. So she knows to pick it up. Pick it up. So I'm teaching her to pick it up. Pick it up. Good girl, pick it up. And I reward her. So she was already rewarded. Sorry, missed the first lesson, which was down on the blanket. But now it's pick it up. Pick it up. Good girl, pick it up. And then each week, we're going to work on the other steps. Pick it up. I'm giving her little treats. Good girl, pick it up. And we'll see how many days, weeks, months it takes her to learn to roll over in the blanket. Okay. So you know that she likes to jump through things. In fact, jumping is, oh, wait, we're not doing that trick yet. We're just doing, yes, and through here. Up. There you go. And of course, your famous hoop of fake fire. Up, up, and now on the back. There you go. So we think because she learned how to jump through hoops and then legs that she can extrapolate, and she's going to learn how to pick up the blanket and roll up in it. Could you bring me the coffee? Is there coffee in your tent? Nope, it's in the house. Maple, get the coffee. Nope. Good girl. Get me the coffee. Get me the coffee. It's time for the coffee commercial. Bring me the coffee. Bring me the coffee. You dropped it. That's okay. Here you go. Circus Harmony coffee is available on our website. Really good coffee, Guatemalan Colombian. And when you buy the coffee, it gives you a lift, helps the child soar, all in one cup. You can pick it up at City Museum. Maple, you're blocking the computer. You can pick it up at City Museum, or we can ship it to you. Okay, Maple, go to the circus. Go to the circus. Come on. Okay, shelter in place. Shelter in place, go home. No, okay, go to the circus. That's what I said in the first place.
Who's training who is the question. So we do hope that you will get your tickets to the balancing act, that you'll join us for the Step Right Up fundraiser, and that you will get your Defy Gravity coffee. All of that information is at circusharmony.org. Thanks for tuning in to our Up in the Air live stream on City Museum's Facebook page. We also did a show today on St. Louis Public Radio. They will rebroadcast that about 7:35 tonight. You can get it from there, from the radio station, KWMU, St. Louis Public Radio in St. Louis, or you can do it on their website. And we're very excited. Noelia Koba, who does a docuseries, a circus docuseries, just did a piece on Circus Harmony. We'll be posting it, or you can follow Noelia Koba on YouTube. And thanks for letting us make your day a circus day. See you on Saturday. If I can even turn this off, which always seems to be a problem.